Alright, it's your man Akeen again for today's last bowl preview of all the key matchups for today's games. Now I'm going to talk about the Insight Bowl between Oklahoma and Iowa. This should be a great game. I'm going to start with Oklahoma. They had a disappointing 93 year. They had high expectations of making it to the national championship, but one of the biggest losses that they had was in their game against Texas A&M, where they lost their leading and star receiver Ryan Broyles, who tore his ACL in that game. Now he's still looking forward to a good spot in the NFL draft, but he has some time to rehab that knee, so we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys posted about that news. Now going to Iowa, they had a pretty good year, 7-5. Some people had them as a dark horse for the Big Ten Conference this season with head coach Kirk LaFrance and company. Now I did like their play at quarterback with James Vandenberg, who passed for over 3,000 yards this season. The thing I like most about this team is that they are a ride or die team. They're a do or die. They do whatever it takes to win a game, and they play it to the very end. They never say die in these matchups that they had this season, especially in their game against Pittsburgh, where we had a glimpse close of this team and how well and how hard this team plays throughout the entire game. In Pittsburgh, they were down by many points, but they ended up clawing their way back and pulling off the 31-27 victory at Iowa, and I really do like this game in this Insight Bowl against the Oklahoma Sooners. Now, the tail of the tape, I need to give you the keys for this matchup. For Oklahoma, the wide receivers for the Sooners, they really need to step up and help out Landry Jones. Ever since the loss of Ryan Broyles, Landry Jones has failed to pass for one touchdown pass without Ryan Broyles, especially when they have good receivers in Chaz Reynolds and Kenny Stills, in my opinion, but they have dropped a lot of passes and ended up letting Landry Jones down in that passing game. And both these two receivers, as well as the backups, really need to step up and help out Landry Jones in that passing attack. If they cannot be able to throw the football in this game, Iowa will dominate the Sooners in this matchup. Also, they really just need to do well on defense, hold up James Vandenberg a couple of times, cause a couple of turnovers. And for both teams, the turnover battle will be key in this game. Whoever wins the turnover battle will win this matchup. Now, going back to Iowa, they have a great quarterback in James Vandenberg, but he really needs to play hard in this game because he's going to have to play without star running back Marcus Coker, who is going to be suspended for this matchup because of NCAA violations and team violations that he has committed outside of the field. So James Vandenberg really needs to step up and be that true leader for this team and help out that running game and help out open up the field for the running backs, backing up Marcus Coker. Especially with Marcus Coker being out, that's going to be a tough loss for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Last season in the Insight Bowl against Missouri Tigers, Coker rushed for over 200 yards, 219 yards to be exact, in that matchup. And he's pretty much the MVP of that game. And with the loss of him, Iowa's quarterback James Vandenberg has to be that go-to guy. He has to be the leader of this team and keep this team intact in that offensive for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now for this game, I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma over Iowa. I think they're going to win the turnover battle. Like I said, whoever wins that turnover battle will win that game. And Oklahoma's key losses to Oklahoma State and Baylor, they lost a turnover battle 3-0 and 5-1. They really need to win this turnover battle in order to win this game. Even with the losses that they had suffered this season and a lot of people leaving, transferring to school, a lot of exits that Oklahoma Sooners has been dealing with this season, I still believe that they're the better overall team than Iowa. So I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma over Iowa in this Insight Bowl, but this should be a close matchup. Now, I'm going to catch you guys a little bit later starting tomorrow for tomorrow's key bowl matchups, as well as the remaining bowl games for the remainder of the college football season. Thank you for watching today's blogs from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man, the famous Akeem McCall. Be easy.